Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. This is your friend Kelly coming with you with a little video, or not so little video, depending on how long I can drone on here, of a box of goodies that I got from our friend. I don't know if he wanted me to tell you guys or not, but just in case, I will link his YouTube channel below. Chris is a wonderful guy to deal with, and he is a sweetheart. Let's just put it that way. Now, first things first, I think we'll go with the bag of goodies. We got to talking, and as things tend to happen when me and him get going, we go with items that we have, things that we need, things we would like, and he sent me a goodie bag. And first off, since it was right there, this is an actual 3D printed bit holder. And let's see here, where do I have? Yeah, I got some bits right there. We've got, and it is snug. He said, be careful not to put it all the way in because it'll be a pain to get out. So I got to remember doing that. But yes, it's a tight fit, which is not a bad thing, but it will be good if you need to torque down in it. It's kind of like the Weehaw stubby. You can get more leverage on it with the smaller size. So that is going to be awesome. Now if I can get it back out. Let's put that out of the hand. There we go. Thank you, Chris, for all of these goodies. Tweezers, because I wanted something, always getting splinters or issues that you need these for, and he was kind enough to send me a set. So this is awesome. This will go into one of my daily little carry packs. I'm pretty sure it'll fit in without any issues. Let me see here. Let me get that out. And actually, this would go great right there. Awesome. And if I wanted to put the bit driver in, that's going to fit. Guess what? That's going to be going in there. And then he got me the little scissors that are stitch removal scissors, but are still scissors on top of that. So if you need to trim up a little bit of something, another good item to have in a to-go bag. So that one will probably get rearranged in a different spot. I have to organize where I want to put things. So these items are definitely going into my little carry pack. Now, something else he did is my husband's Adam. He did not have the little O-rings for the thumb stud, and he had some spare ones, and he sent us these for me to put on my husband, or Brian to put on. Brian can do that on his Adam. On top of that, for the Adam, he sent us a set of jade scales, so that way we can color them. If Brian wants them to be a nice dark blue and replace the scales that he has on them, we can do that. So I will probably be doing multiple dye jobs. You figure I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, and I've already taken apart 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 other knives that I'm doing stuff to. So we'll see how all of that turns out. But this, he's a sweetheart. That's all I have to say. Love him to death. I consider him a very dear friend. And then he also sent me a Pilar jade that I can color to whatever color I am, and I can bet people that know me by now probably know what color these are going to end up being. Pretty much like the majority of my stuff. That's going to be, usually I lean towards purple. And that was for my Jimmy Crow knife that Jimmy shipwrecked and ended up giving this to me when I mentioned how much I really love that. The reason I will probably change this out is because I don't want to. Jimmy doesn't clear coat his items because it's something he doesn't do, and I don't blame him. Some of the times the clear coats kind of don't turn out right, don't look good, whatever. though I'd have had somebody, I won't say who, but somebody has mentioned that, he painted at one time and that he could do this for me. So this may end up making its way, the scale may end up making its way down to him for him to do. So it'll stay exactly as it is, because I really don't want it to patina any more than it is, because I think the shading of the different colors that are on this are just awesome. And I want it to pretty much stay the way it is. Hence, him having an extra scale and for me to swap it out, so that way I don't make this patina anymore. So that's another project for your friend Kelly to do. And of course, extra hardware that was in with the Atom. I guess I should probably put that back in there with that, shouldn't I? So I don't get them confused. Not that I would ever do anything like that. And then last but not least, he sent me, anybody that knows what this is. Be Nice is a McNeese. And he sent me a deep carry clip for my McNeese Mac 2 or Brian's. We have to look and see. It'll probably be end up on mine. Shh, don't tell Brian. But something that he didn't have to do that I am greatly, greatly appreciative of. So those were the little bag of goodies that are well above and beyond anything that I was expecting and dearly love. And then something he talked to me about that he wanted to send me before, and he mentioned it, and I'm like, I couldn't believe that he's actually doing it. This is the QSP. Oops, God, that is irritating. Is that as irritating to you as it is me? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Grebe, Tanto with the S35VN blade steel. Awesome, awesome, way above and beyond. But this is a glow in the dark, and let's see if we can do anything to make it noticeable. I can turn some of the lighting down to where it's maybe not as, you can kind of see that it's glowing. I have the big light up there that I really can't get to easily without standing up and turning it off and turning it back on. But you can definitely see that it's glowing. And because you look at that side, to that side, it's still a little bit green. And it's a Tanto. Absolutely gorgeous button lock. Great size. Great action. He knows I'm partial usually to black hardware and black blade. And I didn't have one of these types with this scale. Brian does, of a different QSP knife that he has. And Chris just absolutely is like, okay, you need this. And it made its way into my box. And another great, awesome knife. And that will stay in my collection, as I have a tendency to keep the majority of my knives in my collection once they are, let alone something that somebody actually gives me out of the goodness of their heart. And me and Chris were talking about different stuff that I was going to color and whatnot, and he gave me another knife to do. Oops, the sticker was wanting to stick to the plastic. Let's see if we can get that separated. There we go. And this Migron, let's see if I have an actual name for this. The Acri, if I'm pronouncing that right. You know how me and my pronunciations go. But this is a little front flipper, white handles with black hardware. And I'm honestly debating on just doing straight up purple on this one. But it's a nice little knife and awesome size. I love the blade shape. Definitely feels like it should be a good slicer. Of course, these are just first look at showing you guys what I got in and what an awesome person he is. And another one for me to take apart and color. Got the back spacer and the 2 scales. So what do you think? Straight up all black? I mean all purple with this one? A blue to purple fade job on the bigger one? Or should I try one, do the fade job and see how it turns out, and maybe do both of them with a fade job? I'm interested in your opinions in there. Know that there will be purple involved. I mean, that's not up for debate. Purple will be involved in both of these. That is a given. But if you guys have a suggestion, put them down in the comments. I will definitely look at them and read them. So you figure 2 awesome knives, a bunch of awesome goodies. And thank you, Chris. I don't know what else to say, but thank you so much. You are a wonderful guy. I appreciate you being my friend, and I do sincerely consider you almost a brother to me. I'm to that point that you are a brother to me. But thank you for watching the video. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to. Leave a comment down below. I have just gotten an affiliate link, and I'm going to try to remember to put it into the description for North Florida Knives, and check out his website. And I'll put a link to Chris's YouTube channel. Definitely check out his YouTube channel. And much love, many kisses, many hugs. Your friend Kelly. Bye-bye.